Man, I was just talking for about 20 minutes and I realized it's not recording again. I looked over here and it said not recording, so I was like, oh. So here we go again. I love re-recording these. I say this every day because I screw it up every day. Back live trading today, and I made $800 my first day back. So not bad. Could have been better because I took some sketchy, not sketchy trades, but like trades maybe I normally wouldn't have taken, or a little riskier trades. With lower accuracy, and I was scared to take some of my setups because it's my first day back in like the live trading, so I might have missed out on another $500, $600, $700, but I don't like to think of it like that because I just made a lot of money. I made more than I would make in 2 weeks at a minimum wage job, so I have to just be grateful. Like I said, I'm not getting greedy. My emotions are really, really intense with trading, so I have to step back, be happy with what I made, and of course it's good, so that is that. So I started trading. Oh man, I was so into this already, explaining this, but I have to go back now. So I was trading ABIL pre-market, and I was looking for the break of this wedge here, and I missed it a couple times, and I sold out, and then I bought back in, and I sold out, and it was kind of sloppy, but I was keeping my losses really small, and I think that was the point. I told myself today I have to reinforce my rules here of, I had this open last night for me to see in the morning. I said, well, more so manage risk was the important thing, and I had my rules open. Where are they here? Are they down here? I had all this open here, like I said, stop out sooner, breakout or bailout, reevaluate after, and start with smaller size, so a 500 share starter max, unless I'm scalping. So I did exactly that. I followed my rules. I didn't get greedy. Very happy about that. So I took, like you can see in here, the 500 starter positions, because I can lose 10 cents on 500 shares and have it be a $50 loser and not be pissed off. You don't get an emotional reaction from losing $50, or at least I don't. So maybe some of you who are maybe a bit more beginners or starting out, you get upset with that, so your max loss is $10 on a trade and you don't care. So you only take 100 shares and you can only lose 10 cents. So whatever. So I don't know. I eventually caught the little wedge breakout. I added to 900 shares and then I quickly took 400 off because I saw this ask stacking, and the bid, it was really thin. So if we sold off pretty much at all, this would have dropped pretty heavy, and that's actually exactly what happened. We ended up selling off here, and I got caught in the sell-off with 400 shares after locking in an okay profit when I could have locked in maybe like, what does that say, like $80 or something, $70. But then I got caught with those last 400 shares, so I ended up losing on the name. So $13 down on almost 1,000 shares. I wasted my goddamn time, but that's about it. I'm not upset about $13, so that's okay. So it looks like I made it bigger there. Where did I make it bigger? No, not yet. Right here. So ABIL. This was actually a terrible trade. This was not good, but I stopped out when I should have. So I was watching ABIL at the open, but I was scared because KBSF at the open the other day, KBSF, this is my thought process. KBSF at the open just went straight down. It opened, it gave a tiny fake out at the bell. This is what happened at the bell, this red candle right here. So it drops like 25% almost. There's no bounce, nothing. It just keeps going down and down and down. So I thought, well, if that happens to ABIL, I'm screwed. So I didn't take it out of the open, and if I did, I was looking for the break of this tiny little high right here for a move up towards 720, where this resistance is right here. So I would take that 20-30 cent scalp on 1,000 shares, make $200 or $300, boom, step back. But I didn't, and it did exactly that. It was quick, and if you missed it, you really missed it. But okay, so we'll just watch it right here. Market's about to open right now. It's open. So boom, 90 I would have bought right there. It's $7. Boom, sold at $7.19. Probably would have made $190 right there, right like that. I do that all the time. I know this setup, I know this trade, but instead I scalped the secondary move. So I thought it was going to keep going past 20. So I was waiting for it to consolidate around 20. I did that. I was waiting for it to break out just a little bit more. I wasn't chasing it quite yet. I let it consolidate because it's going to drop after it surges up, right? So I'm waiting for the push through 730. So 720. I knew this was not a good idea. I don't know why I did this. So it's consolidating around 720 on the ask. Boom, I see a bid here. 720. I think right when 720 breaks, I buy in. Is it 721, 23, 25? I'm waiting for the break of 730. There, 730. I buy it. I actually get filled at 724, so I was lucky. I knew right away I screwed up. I knew right away I was wrong. And then the second I tried to bail into 720 to take a 5-cent loss, what is that, $45 loss, I get filled at 714 and instead take a $122 loss. So I stopped it when I should have because I knew this was going to keep going just down. Man, I would have been down $200 or $300 at this point. So that didn't trigger me emotionally. I traded that well. It was just a crappy entry. So I buy into here. I was looking at XBIO. Let me pause it for a second. XBIO, for the break of these pre-market levels of 378, I believe, and I got filled at 379 and 375. So, oh crap, hold on. So we start pushing through, and I lock up my profit almost right away. Where is it? Almost right away. Again, this was a very, very fast trade. I'm trying to get my shares bought up here. I'm already in the green with a good average, but I decided to just bail out of it because I felt like I was being emotional on this trade. I took 1,800 shares instead of my regular 1,000 shares. So I felt like I was breaking a rule and getting emotional from that last loss. And I said, okay, I'm breaking a rule, so just get out. So it's good that I recognized that before it inevitably dropped, which it did drop here, and I didn't get back in it. So I'm not holding through this drop, holding and hoping, which is what I would maybe normally do in this situation. So good that I didn't do that. Now, where is another trade here? A couple little stupid scalps. I don't even think they're worth talking about. I saw an opportunity to only lose 2 cents if I was wrong and maybe make 20, 30 cents if I was right. Sorry, my throat's always screwed up. So I bought in here, and then I sold into 78 as it was coming back down. I lost a quick $10, whatever. I was scalping XBIO the whole way up and just taking quick profits when I had them because I didn't want to get stuck in a big dump. So I was just slowly adding to my profits here. Not really sure what's noteworthy of this to say. So we were consolidating here around the highs, right? So we made it up almost a high of day here at 420, which is why that is marked out. So I said, okay, there's increasing volume. Volume is the best indicator out there. We made it back to high of day, so the next target for the next move, if there was one, would be through high of day for maybe another 10 or 20 cents. So I was waiting for this consolidation to happen. Also above this level right here of I think 405 or something. So I saw the momentum coming in again here. Well, let's watch that again. So waiting for momentum on the ask. Nothing is going through. Nothing's going through. Boom. I see 411, 415. I see that and I think, okay, 420 is coming and the break of 420 is coming. So I buy in at 417 and I knew that it would be almost immediate resolution. So then I try and get filled there on the ask. You can see eventually I get filled at 421. I don't really get the best fills. Some at 430, so that actually wasn't terrible. But again, another quick scalp to bring me from $200 on the day to $400 on the name, and then it was actually halted. I completely forgot about the halt. So Another setup on ABIL here. I knew that we're in a bit of a hotter market, not really hot, but hotter, so that things had a better chance of running. So again, ABIL started running a little bit, and then it kind of pulled back and it's starting to curl back up. So I get in. Where do I get in? I was waiting right here. I said if this 668 guy breaks on the ask, we are most likely going to keep going. Now pressure is building. Pressure is immense right now because the spread is so tiny and we're in this very, very tight range. It's either going to go up or it's going to go right down. So I say to myself, if this guy breaks at 68, we're probably going up. If 60 breaks, we're most definitely going to go down. So I see that guy at 68 break. I try to get in immediately, but I get filled at 74. That's how quick it is. You hesitate for like a millisecond and you get a crappy entry. So instead of an entry at 70, I got an entry at 74. 75 actually, apparently. And then already we're up another 10 or 15 cents. I get my shares out at 684. And I start to bring my loss on this name down. So from 174 down to $88. So I'm not thinking now. Again, sorry for the throat clearing. My throat's just always messed up. So I'm not just getting greedy thinking about, okay, I have to make up the whole loss right away. No, I'm just taking chunks out of the loss, and next thing you know, you're up like $800. So I was really happy with the way I was trading today, and I really focused on the right things when I took the time off, so that when I came back, I was doing well. So again, just a couple scalps in here. There's really, it's all the same stuff. I'm waiting for a high of day break. And the second I see it, I buy in at 25 here for the break of 25, I think. But then I sold out a little earlier, just slowly eating away at the loss. I only took 500 shares for that one because I didn't want to be wrong. And other than that, nothing really too crazy. Again, I see the same setup that just happened on ABIL on XBIO. So I was like, okay, if we break 415, 416, we're curling up here and we're probably gonna get a quick jump towards 430. So let's go back 10 seconds. So I buy in here. Wait. Okay, yeah. So I wait for the volume to come in towards 415. There. So I buy in there with just 300 shares. I only take 300 shares for some reason. I don't take that many shares. So we're starting to move up towards this guy at 420. I should have added at him, and we're already up 15 cents, so I just take my profit, and I add another $40 or $30, whatever it is. $40 of profit. And I finished the day up, what is it here? Yeah, $825. So I traded XBIO, I traded AYTU, and I traded ABIL. And I think I went over my entries and exits on all of them. If you guys have any more questions, excuse me, please let me know. And while you're at it, you should definitely join my Discord channel. We had an awesome little chat today, and a whole bunch of just a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. It's awesome. There's 130 people that have joined from YouTube. So that would be really cool. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to hit 500 subs. I'm gonna live stream at 500 subs. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I haven't done one since 100 subs. I'm kind of nervous, but if you guys could help me get there, that'd be awesome. I think we're at like 446 right now or something. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. Other than that, we will see you tomorrow.